And good evening, everyone. Welcome to another Friday night of high school football. This is Larry Cecil along with Charlie Pinson, Wayne Fugit on the camera, Eli back at the station. And tonight we're at Kelm Stadium on campus of the Belfry High School as we're getting ready for the opening round of the Community Trust Bank, WIMT Pike County Bowl. It's the 32nd annual event of this bowl, Charlie, and tonight's first participants is Phelps and East Ridge. Phelps got the new football coach this year, David Jones, been well known around these parts over here on Pond Creek.
Oh, yeah, David played here at Belfry, went on to play at UK, played with Baltimore Ravens, so he's seen some football, and, he's got a lot of kids out over Phelps and really trying to turn that program around. Brad Allen, as you see the two of them out there embrace at midfield, good friends, and it should be an interesting matchup here tonight. I think talked to both coaches, they expect it maybe to be a toss-up here. Either team could come out on fire and ready to play. Speaking of toss-up, looks like we're about ready for the coin toss.
About ready for the coin toss as the captains and coaches at midfield. Phelps got their season started last week, opened up a new stadium, the Marty Casey Stadium over at Phelps. First time it had a home game in 5 years. Ended up losing that game 28-8 to Allen Central, but I'm sure the folks over at Phelps is excited just to be able to go out in their hometown and watch a ball game.
Absolutely, and they had a good crowd over last week. Supposed to be a beautiful stadium. We'll probably be over there here in weeks to come as we're going to bring you a lot of high school football. The coin toss is won by East Ridge. And East Ridge has deferred to the second half. So that means Phelps will have the football to start the ball game.
They will, as Phelps now will select the end of the field. They'd like to go on the first half. Let's see, and they're going to go toward the scoreboard. So we've got that settled. Had a little bit of a delay. That's the reason we're coming on about an hour late from what the scheduled time was. In the KHSAA rules, if the heat index is 104 or above on the field, you have to delay the game. So game officials had to hold it up. Initially tried to get it started at 6:30, but temperatures wasn't down at that time. But now the sun's gone behind the beautiful mountains here on Pond Creek, and it's a wonderful night for high school football.
It's going to be two good football games here tonight too. These two teams will match up pretty close. They'll run similar. I think they'll run like a pro set offense for Phelps, but I expect them to run the ball quite a bit. And Belfry East Ridge going out of the wing tee here tonight. And, they've historically run the ball quite a bit, so this may be a quick moving first game.
Could be. And speaking of Belfry, they will host Lexington Tates Creek in tonight's second game, and that will be a rematch from last year's game here in the Pike County Bowl. Belfry coming out, of course, the winner of that one, but it was a pretty close game up, best I can remember, maybe into the beginning of the fourth quarter, and Tates Creek had a couple turnovers, and Belfry capitalized on them and ended up coming away with a victory.
Well, that's one of those classic matchups, power against speed, and we'll see how that one turns out. But this one, if you'll look out there and you'll notice these two teams, Larry, you don't see those huge linemen out front on this one. As Phelps especially, they've gone more to agility and athleticism versus size.
Well, that's what the game is now. Of course, if, at the next level in the college, they look for the big boys with the speed. But, right now in the high school, everybody, well, not everybody, because Belfry's not, but most of the schools are running the spread offense because that's what you see a lot in college, and that's even filtered over into the pro game. So you see a lot of smaller players as the officials break huddle at the middle of the field and go into their positions. We're about ready for kickoff. Yep. Looks like number 22, that would be Mickey Thompson kicking off for East Ridge, and back deep for Phelps. Is that number 12? I think 12,
Seth Elkins.
Seth Elkins. And then you got two up backs.
I
think
Brandon Turnmeyer, number 4, and Christian Mounts, number 8.
Okay, there we go. as Thompson is waiting for the signal from the official. Holds the hand up, and he approaches the football, and we've got this game underway. It's a short squib kick, takes a big high bounce. It's taken at about the 22-yard line and up across the 30 and going to be tackled at the 35. That's
Elkins, number 12.
Number 12, Elkins. So Phelps will start from their own 35-yard line, 1st and 10.
This will be interesting to see whether Phelps comes out. They did throw the ball a little bit in warm-up, so they will throw it. We'll have to see what will he. I think they're going to be predominantly a run team, though. We'll see.
And number 5, that's Garrett Clevenger, the quarterback for the Hornets. He's in the shotgun, one back in the backfield. He takes it and he gives it off to the back, straight up the middle. Had a nice hole, but he slipped and went down after a 1-yard gain. That's Peyton Rife. If he hadn't slipped, Charlie, he could have picked up some nice yardage on that one. Had a big hole in the middle.
Did. You know, so the Phelps offensive line did a good job opening up a hole for him, giving him some running lanes there. Just kind of lost his footing when he tried to make a cut, look like.
That's exactly what happened. It brings up 2nd and 9, ball resting on the 36-yard line. Quarterback in the shotgun. He's going back looking to throw. This time it's going to be a little screen. They've seen the linebackers come through, and a nice catch, but again, couldn't keep his balance. That's Rife, and he's going to end up losing 2 yards on it.
You're right.
So it's going to bring up 3rd and 11. See that screenplay developing as a quarterback goes back, and you see those big linemen all want to approach him in the face pretty quick. You can tell what that's going to be.
Oh, yeah.
Clevenger gets play called in from Coach David Jones. As Phelps comes to the line now, they got 2 receivers left and right, one back in the backfield. He switched over to the left-hand side of Clevenger now. And we're going to have a timeout as Phelps was lined up right, a little bit confused. So let's just keep it here, Charlie. We're just now getting started. Only run a couple plays. Like I said, Phelps 3rd and 11 from their own 34-yard line. And had one pass play or it was a screen play and one run play.
Yeah. Really, the screen game, I guess it's considered a passing attempt, but it's really an extension of the running game.
Right.
You try to get the ball out into the flats out there and get your athletes a chance to run with it. And, I thought that Rife did a good job catching the football, but it was, didn't lead him with it enough, so he kind of, as soon as he called it, he fell down. Yeah,
throw was offline, and just like you said, he had to turn in the air to catch it. The opening play, though, when Rife slipped and fell, he had some nice room. It looked like maybe a 4 or 5 yard gain. Just lost his balance and knee went down. So in high school, if your knee hits the ground, it's a dead ball.
You're right.
So now Phelps changed plays. They got trips to the left, single wide out to the right, one back in the backfield. Clevenger, he takes it. He's rolling to his left, looking, throws it to his tight end. And he's going to be hit, breaks free, but he's going to come up short as he's going to be tackled at about the 38-yard line. And that's going to bring up 4th and 7.
So about a 5-yard gain, though.
Number 34, Tyson White.
And it'll be 4th down and about 7, as Larry says, coming up. And they're going to have to kick it away.
And can't see the number. I think, is that number 10 that's dropping back? Look like Dylan New to punt the ball. And he fumbles the snap, and he's going to throw it now. It's going to be a fake, and it's going to be incomplete. So, don't know really. I guess that was the play that was called, Charlie. You look like you fumbled, and immediately, instead of trying to kick it, just picked it up and started looking downfield to throw the ball.
Yeah, you're right. Let's see. Who was it? The punter?
I think it was number 10, Dylan New.
Dylan New, okay.
So East Ridge will have a great field position to start their first drive of the night. They're on Phelps' 38-yard line.
Look for Brody Johnson to get a lot of carries here, number 3.
That's number 1, Kane Taylor, quarterback. And straight up the middle, big run. And down the inside, the 30 or 25 to about the 22-yard line. And that was number...
I thought that was that 23?
23.
That's Miles Adkins.
Miles Adkins with the big run.
How far was it?
Picked up 15 yards. It was on the 38, and it's on the, well, actually 16 on the 22-yard line. East Ridge back to the line. Taylor under center, and he fumbles the snap and picked it, announced loose. And I think East Ridge got back on it. They did. But it's going to lose yardage. It's going to be all the way back to the 25-yard line. Not very often anymore, Charlie, you see the quarterback go under center.
No, most of the teams now run the spread offense. They go out of that shotgun. Now you'll see that in the second game. You'll see Belfry go under center quite a bit.
East Ridge back to the line. Taylor under center again. Slots both ways and wideouts both ways. Handed one slot coming to the left. And he's going to be hit for no gain. Nice tackle that time by Phelps, as that's Braden Ward with the carry. Trying to get all these names down here to start with. First time we've seen these teams here this year.
Braden Ward, no gain on the plays. They were trying to run that, kind of trying to sweep it around the outside, and Phelps doing a good job coming down on it.
East Ridge back to the line. And here's straight up the middle, and he's going to break free. Got one man to beat, and he's going to bring him down just inside the 15-yard line. And that's going to bring up fourth and a short 2, Charlie.
Is that about a 12-yard pickup or 11?
That would be 11 yards. That's Miles Adkins on the carry again.
27 yards on 2 carries. That's a good start.
Just the length of the football inside the 15-yard line. Of course, East Ridge will go for it. Fourth and about 3, actually, the way they've got the ball spotted. And here's a handoff to the slot man trying to get out to the right. He breaks the tackle, still on his feet, inside the 10, 5, dancing toward the end zone, and he's going to be stopped just inside the 1-yard line. First and goal, East Ridge.
So that's a 14-yard pickup?
I think that was number 3.
3, Brody Johnson.
Brody Johnson with that carry. Had him stopped actually right at about the line of scrimmage, was able to break that tackle, and first and goal, East Ridge now, actually on about the half-a-yard line.
$6:50 to play here in the first quarter, and why do we? Oh, we went out of bounds. Okay. I wonder why the clock was stopped there for a minute, but I guess he went out of bounds.
Okay. No, they just stopped him to move the chain. Now he started the clock there. The white hat did, and here's going to hand off and into the end zone. Number 3, Brody Johnson. They let him finish out his run, and East Ridge takes the lead 6-0 with 6:39 left here in the first quarter.
And I'll tell you what, should be good, great field position though, and that's a big part of that on that fake punt or fumble, whichever one it was.
Right. And East Ridge looks like they're going to go for the 2-point conversion. Got 3 backs. Well, I guess that's a slot. 2 backs in the backfield, 1 slot. And here's a handoff. And into the end zone goes Brody Johnson. So 8-0 East Ridge. 6:39 left first quarter this year in the Mountain Sports Network.
Hi everyone, we are so pleased you selected AirTies for your wall-to-wall Wi-Fi. Here's what we'll cover in the introductory AirSonic Selfie app session. Downloading the app, creating an account, labeling the APs, and introducing the main screens. Prior to using this app, please ensure the AirTie's Mesh Wi-Fi network is already installed and that your mobile device connects to it. So let's get started. The first step is to download the app. If you're using an iPhone or an iPad as we are here, go to the App Store. For those of you on Android devices, you'll find the app in Google Play. Search for AirSonic Selfie and download it onto your mobile device. Opening the app takes you to the welcome screen where you will select Continue. After checking the terms box, click Continue and the app will prompt you to log in or create an account. As you haven't created an account yet, scroll down and select Don't Have an Account. On the Create an Account screen, enter your name, email address, and an 8 to 22 character password. After re-entering your password, click Continue. After entering your credentials, click Login, and click No Thanks when asked do you have any additional APs. The Selfie app will automatically discover your AirTie's Wi-Fi devices and prompt you to label them based on their location. Select Continue after labeling each device. Unless you wish to change the existing Wi-Fi network name, select Skip. Changing it will require you to reconnect to the new network name. Your network is now ready. Click OK. On the dashboard screen, the first number under Network Activity shows data coming from the Internet, or downstream, while the second number reflects the data going to the Internet, or upstream. The data numbers are in megabits per second. Tapping below the numbers on the graph will open a new window, listing all devices in the home and their data usage. Clicking the AirTie's device label on the dashboard screen enables you to edit the device label name, view the number of connected devices, and turn the device LEDs off or on. Selecting My Network takes you to a live color-coded network diagram of your Wi-Fi devices. Green indicates devices with strong Wi-Fi connections, yellow being OK, and red for any devices with a poor Wi-Fi signal. Clicking on the 3 bars in the upper left-hand corner opens more settings which include Wi-Fi settings to change your password or to reset a forgotten password, and Guest Wi-Fi to easily set up a separate network for guests. We appreciate you watching today. For additional information, check us out on YouTube, Vimeo, and our AirSonics website.
Here at Microtech Security, we strive to provide peace of mind through a safer, smarter home backed by quality, reliable customer service.
We are a local company with local people that are here to serve your home and businesses with the top products in the security industry. We have monitoring services available starting as low as $19.95 a month. Call us today to discuss our bundling options. 606-478-9100. With Microtech, security is a family matter.
Welcome back to Cam Stadium here, or as I like to call it, the house that Haywood built.
That's right.
With, what is it now, 5 state championships? Or is it 3 in a row?
5, let's see.
5 or 6?
Yeah, 5 or 3. I think you're right. 3 in a row.
3 in a row, and then they won 2 in a row when David Jones was actually playing here, actually.
Right. Of course, that's just how many they won. They've been in probably 5 more.
Oh, gosh, yes, every bit of it. They've been in the last, what, 7 or 8? Been in a bunch of them in a row. Them and Central went at it year after year for a while.
They did. East Ridge set to kick it off. That is Mickey Thompson teeing the ball up. And back for Phelps. Number 12 was one that took the Seth Elkins took the kick the last time. I see and hits a little squib kick and hits down at the 43-yard line. That's number 20 for Phelps. That's Kinzer Dotson downs it. So Phelps will have good field position to start this drive. Charlie, be on about the 43-yard line.
Yeah, and they've got good field position. I think they've got to establish a running game here right now, though, to kind of get themselves into the flow of this game.
Well, they tried to run it, like we said in that first series, and the running back slipped in the hole. It looked like a nice hole to pick up 4 or 5 yards. He ended up one, got him behind the chains, and they never could recover. Clevenger in the shotgun, and he fakes handoff, going to keep it himself. He's got some room over on that left side. The blocker's out in front. He's got the first down the sideline, and finally knocked out of bounds at the 34-yard line of East Ridge. Beautiful run that time by Garrett Clevenger.
Let's see, it'll be 10, about 20. Is it right at 20 yards, isn't it?
Let's see, that would be 16, 19 yards. And you know what I liked about that run, Charlie? After he had passed all his blockers up, he's a quarterback. He could have run out of bounds, but he cut it back to center to field. Young man was wanting to get into that end zone.
Yep, get everything you can get.
That's it. So it's 1st and 10 on East Ridge 34-yard line for the Hornets. They come to the line of scrimmage. Looks like twins left and right. One back in the backfield. Clevenger in the shotgun, takes a look at the throw. A little dump pass across the middle. It's complete. And that's going to be the number 34, Tyson White. And he's going to pick up, looks like, about 7?
Yep. That's 2 catches for 12 yards for here, and Clevenger's 3 for 3 passing the ball there for 15 yards.
Looks like right now they're going to use that short passing game for now. Of course, you know what that means. That might mean you have a flyer down the sideline here shortly. And he's under center this time. 2 backs in the backfield, hands off. And that's number 4. That would be Brandon Turnmeyer. Try to cut it in the hole and knock down for a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, I like the way that Phelps is mixing it up here, changing up the plays, trying to keep that defense off balance.
Got to keep them guessing.
And if they do that, that'll open up some big holes before the night's over.
It will. And this time Clevenger also under center. Got to running a pro set, 2 backs in the backfield, and hand off to the man up front. That's number 3, Peyton Rife, and he's going to be stopped short of a first down. He's going to pick up 1.
Was that Rife or Turnmeyer?
That was Rife, number 3.
Is he going to get 1 or 2?
Give him 1. It's going to bring up 4th and 2. Ball at the 26-yard line. Got to get to the 24.
Big play right here for Phelps with momentum because East Ridge has the momentum.
Might see Clevenger keep that ball again. He had that big run. He's back in under center, though. 2 backs in the backfield, and he's going to hand his first man through, and he's not going to get there. That was number 34, Tyson White, and they stopped him right at the 25-yard line, so Phelps going to turn it over on downs, come up a yard short.
Yep, he got a yard on the play, but not what he needed. So that's a big play right there. East Ridge trying to keep momentum in this ball game. But now Phelps showing some life moving the football that trip.
They did, had moved it down, so East Ridge will take it over at the 26. They'll go to market. The Warriors leading 8-0, scored on their first drive.
4:09 to go here in the first quarter.
Warriors comes out, 2 backs in the backfield. Taylor will be under center. Got a slot out. They're going to give it to the big man in the backfield. That's number 45, wasn't it? Cameron Hess.
He was in there a while ago, so good work.
Yep.
And he's going to pick up, wow, time to keep marching at 6 yards.
He's going to pick up right at 6 yards, yes. That's been their best play so far, straight up the middle between the tackles.
48 yards on the ground here in this first quarter for East Ridge.
Same formation. one slot to the right, two backs in the backfield, under center. Here's Taylor, and he's going to give it off to the second man. That's number 3. That's Brody Johnson,
yeah.
and he's going to be close to the first down. I think he's going to be a little short, about a half a yard, looks like. It's going to bring up third and a short one.
Johnson with 3 carries, 18 yards, but he does have the touchdown run.
East Ridge out of the huddle, back to the line. Now they got one wide out to the right, slot to the right and left. Under center, handoff, straight up the middle, and it's going to be a first down. Was that Hess, the big 40 fullback? Yeah, 45 Hess. And East Ridge will have first and 10 from the 39 as they move the chains.
Gets about 3 on that one, doesn't he?
4.
4?
He was just inside the 35-yard line, or outside the 35, we say, because they're going the other direction. But it's all you need when you got a yard. Just give it to the big man, move those chains, get you 4 more downs, and go from there. Taylor under center again, and here's out of the slot. He hands it off Brody Johnson, and Johnson's got a nice run, going to pick up
7.
Looks like about 7 yards. Right now, East Ridge picking up big chunks of yardage, Charlie.
Yeah, they are. You know, and the thing too, they're mixing it up. There's 4 backs that have carried the football for East Ridge so far.
Clock ticking at 2:08 left here in the first quarter. Fast moving first quarter once we got started, Charlie.
It has been.
East Ridge out of the huddle now up to the line. Got the tight formation, one slot, 2 backs in the backfield. And here's a handoff. Nice cut in the middle. He's got the first down, still pushing the pile, still moving, keeping those feet pumping. And they finally get him down at the 42-yard line. That's Brody Johnson.
14 yards, I believe, on that pickup, Larry.
So it's going to be first and 10 now from the 42-yard line of Phelps.
So Brody Johnson starting to pick it up now. That's his 5th carry, and he's up to 39 yards.
He's had some big runs. He had the big run, got it down to the goal line, and then they let him punch it in on the first drive.
He's had runs of 14, of 7, and 14.
They line him up in the slot this time. Now they put him in motion, fake it to him, give it up the middle. That's Hess with it, and Hess is going to pick up a tough 3 yards, and we got our first penalty of the night. Probably a late hit. I just don't know which side they're going to call it on.
Well, the officials discussing it. It is personal foul on East Ridge.
It's going to go East Ridge.
That's a drive killer, possibly.
It is. Personal foul. That's 15 yards. And he said dead ball, so that's the end of the run, so the play should count. And that's marches them back 15 yards. Let's see, they're going to place the ball at the 46, so it's going to be second and
13?
Be more than 13, about 23.
Yeah, 23, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 plus to 13.
Right.
It's still early.
Yeah, I understand. And we've got a timeout, so we'll take one ourselves. East Ridge leading 8-0 this year in the Mountain Sports.
Microtech Security and Gearhart Broadband are teaming up. You can now bundle a modern home security system and fast, reliable broadband internet. Protect what's important with 24/7 monitoring and keep connected with the broadband speeds your family needs. For a limited time, you'll also receive a free Z-Wave smart plug. That's right, free. A useful accessory that you can fully control within your Alula security app. Call us to get started at 1-800-264-1730 or online at microtechsecurity.com.
Hi everyone, we are so pleased you selected AirTies for your wall-to-wall Wi-Fi. Here's what we'll cover in the introductory AirSonic Selfie app session. Downloading the app, creating an account, labeling the APs, and introducing the main screens. Prior to using this app, please ensure the AirTies Mesh Wi-Fi network is already installed and that your mobile device connects to it. So let's get started. The first step is to download the app. If you're using an iPhone or an iPad as we are here, go to the App Store. For those of you on Android devices, you'll find the app in Google Play. Search for AirSonic Selfie and download it onto your mobile device. Opening the app takes you to the welcome screen where you will select Continue. After checking the Terms box, click Continue and the app will prompt you to log in or create an account. As you haven't created an account yet, scroll down and select Don't Have an Account. On the Create an Account screen, enter your name, email address, and an 8 to 22 character password. After re-entering your password, click Continue. After entering your credentials, click Login, and click No Thanks when asked Do you have any additional APs. The Selfie app will automatically discover your AirTie's Wi-Fi devices and prompt you to label them based on their location. Select Continue after labeling each device. Unless you wish to change the existing Wi-Fi network name, select Skip. Changing it will require you to reconnect to the new network name. Your network is now ready. Click OK. On the dashboard screen, the first number under Network Activity shows data coming from the Internet, or downstream, while the second number reflects the data going to the Internet, or upstream. The data numbers are in megabits per second. Tapping below the numbers on the graph will open a new window, listing all devices in the home and their data usage. Clicking the AirTie's device label on the dashboard screen enables you to edit the device label name, view the number of connected devices, and turn the device LEDs off or on. Selecting My Network takes you to a live color-coded network diagram of your Wi-Fi devices. Green indicates devices with strong Wi-Fi connections, yellow being OK, and red for any devices with a poor Wi-Fi signal. Clicking on the 3 bars in the upper left-hand corner opens more settings which include Wi-Fi settings to change your password or to reset a forgotten password, and Guest Wi-Fi to easily set up a separate network for guests. We appreciate you watching today. For additional information, check us out on YouTube, Vimeo, and our AirSonics website.
Welcome back to Belfry High School Pike County Bowl. It is 8-0 Eastridge, and they've got the football. 1:08 to play in the first, Larry.
And it's a broken play, Charlie, as quarterback looked to hand it off, and as he turned around to hand it off, no back there. And he's going to be stopped for no gain, so it's going to bring up 3rd and 23.
Big number 52, Ronald Plater's son. He put a big meat hook out there and grabbed him and just pulled him down one-handed.
It looked like he reeled him in, didn't it?
Yes, sir. Almost like he was swatting a fly.
Don't know which, if Taylor turned the wrong direction or the back went the wrong direction, but he would like to have got rid of that ball,
Yeah.
and there wasn't no place to give it.
Said no gain, or did he?
No gain.
Okay.
3rd and 23, ball on the 46-yard line of Eastridge. They'll go into the spread formation now, and Taylor will be in the shotgun. First time we've seen him in the shotgun tonight. Here's Phelps putting some pressure on, and Taylor throws it too wide, incomplete. So they'll be forced to punt the ball as it's 4th and 23.
14 seconds left here in the first quarter, so Phelps will get the football, but probably all they're going to do is get to return the punt.
Right.
But a big stand for Phelps right there, too.
It was that late hit penalty. Personal foul really stalled that drive. Of course, you know, a lot of times you'll see 5-yarders, but it's hard to overcome a 15-yard, especially a dead ball once the play's been there.
Especially on first down, too, because that may put you way behind the sticks.
Exactly right. Looks like Braden Ward, number 7, back to do the punting for Eastridge.
Can't see they've got their numbers turned away from us on the return men.
And here's the punt away. It's a high short kick. It's going to hit about the 36-yard line and touched there by Eastridge. Yep. So they look like they're marking it right at the 35. So it's going to be 1st and 10. Phelps Hornets from their own 35-yard line. They're trailing 8-0 as we approach the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, we got 9 seconds. They'll get one play off here as the clock stopped as soon as the ball was dead.
Right.
Let's see what Phelps can. I expect maybe just take a run here and then try to regroup in that minute break.
This will be the 3rd time that they've had the ball. The last time they moved it down to the 21-yard line, wasn't able to get the first down and turned it over on downs. Clevenger, he takes it straight up the middle, run himself, and he's going to get a nice gain all the way out to the 41-yard line, pick up 7 yards. So that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter. 8-0 East Ridge over to the Phelps Hornets. This is the 32nd annual Pike County Bowl on the Intermountain Sports Network.
More than ever, we're all living online right now. It's one more reason using online account management from Gearhart Communications just makes sense. Visit ecare.gearhart.com to sign up so you can pay your bill, review your statements, or set up worry-free automatic payments, all without leaving your home. Make life a little easier. Online account management from Gearhart Broadband. Sign up today at ecare.gearhart.com.
To the Belfry football field here, or Pike County Bowl, as it'll be East Ridge coming back out on the field. East Ridge has an 8-0 lead over Phelps, but I think Phelps has really seemed to settle down a little bit late in that first quarter, Larry.
I think so. The last 2 drives, they've moved the ball well. Of course, just had one play on this third drive, but they picked up 7 yards. His quarterback took it and went straight up the middle. He's been their best runner so far tonight.
Yeah, he's got 2 carries for 26 yards.
That last drive, when they had it on 4th and 1, he had a nice option play that he picked up some big yards. I thought we might see him on that, but he tried to get it up the middle and was stopped. As they came out, they've got trips to the right, single back to the left, and again, straight up the middle goes Clevenger, and he's going to be about a yard short, looks like, Charlie.
Nope. Yep.
Maybe 2 yards now. They look like they're going to mark him at the 42.
So what he gained on that one about gained
a yard on it. Yeah. So it's going to bring up 3rd and a short 2.
Look for them to start looking at the passing game out on the outside, because East Ridge is really packing the middle, and they're going to man coverage on the corners.
They've got twins left and right, single back in the backfield, shotgun formation, Clevenger.
They're running that cover 0 is what they're running.
He takes it and hands it off, and second effort, and that's going to come up with, for the first down, Peyton Rife.
4 yards on the carry, but I tell you what, he dove right ahead to get it.
He did. He was stopped initially, and he spun off the tackle, and like you said, dived forward. End up gaining 4 yards and a first down. Ball at the 46-yard line of the Hornets.
And it'll be Phelps. So I'm looking for him really to try to get something on the outside. This is a little bit, he learned a little bit over here at Belfry, because he's running everything up middle and trying to get you sucked in, isn't he?
Well, the last 3 plays been in the middle. They got trips to the right, and they're going to throw it out. It's flanker screen, and that's number 8 with the ball. That is Christian Mounts, and he's going to gain about 3. Just like you said earlier, Charlie, that using that little short passing game, just an extended running game, but they've been pretty effective in it so far, actually.
They have. Well, the Clevenger's 4 for 4 passing the ball right now, Larry.
2nd and 7, same formation as there was before. Trips to the right, single back to left, and here's Clevenger. He's going to go deep this time. He's got a man breaks open, but the ball's thrown out of bounds as he intended to get that to number 4, Brandon Turnmeyer.
And he had an opportunity there.
So it's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Ball at the 49-yard line of the Hornets.
No, sir.
Phelps breaks the huddle, comes to the line of scrimmage. They've got twins left and right. One back in the backfield. Here's Clevenger. He's back to throw. He's going to throw it out. And it's incomplete as he tried to get it to Brandon Turnmeyer and just led him a little too much. So that's going to bring up 4th and 7. And see if Phelps elects to punt it this time. And looks like that's what they're going to do as they're changing some personnel, getting the right players on the field, as number 10, Dylan New, will be punting the ball, and back for East Ridge is number 3, Brody Johnson.
Probably about, what, 10 dozen? Okay. Okay, all right.
Snap. Back to the punter. Here's New, left-footed kicker. Nice kick. Hits inside the 30 and rolls down inside the 20 and is going to be down at the 19-yard line of East Ridge. So East Ridge will take over 1st and 10. And we've got 9:48 left here in the first half. East Ridge with the 8-0 lead.
After that initial drive, which Phelps gave up really good field position to East Ridge, it's been a pretty evenly played ball game.
It has been. Phelps might have outgained them since then.
What was that? I missed the last play, Larry, before the punt.
Incomplete pass.
Okay. So he's thrown 2 in a row incomplete then.
Right.
Okay.
The Warriors break the huddle. Single back in the back. Well, now, single back got 2 slots. Taylor under center, hands off, coming around the end. That's number 3, Brody Johnson. He breaks free down the sideline. There's a foot race. He's at the 30. 15-10. He's going in for the touchdown.
81 yards.
Brody Johnson gets loose down the right side and takes it to the house. That'll make your average go up pretty quick, Charlie.
That gives him 120 yards on the night, Larry.
120 already. On about, 6 carries?
Yep. As Keen would say, it's easy math. That's 20 yards pack.
At 20 yards pack, that's right.
That was an impressive run because the Phelps player had a pursuit angle on him, and Brody Johnson actually kicked it into another gear there to get ahead of him.
He did, outran him. Warriors will be going for 2. Taylor under center, and he hands it up, and he's in. That's Brody Johnson again, as he scored both touchdowns and both 2-point conversions now for Phelps. So
all 16 points for East Ridge.
With 9:36 left first half, it's 16-0 East Ridge. We'll be right back for the kickoff. This is Intermountain Sports Network.
Here at Microtech Security, we strive to provide peace of mind through a safer, smarter home backed by quality, reliable customer service.
We are a local company with local people that are here to serve your home and businesses with the top products in the security industry. We have monitoring services available starting as low as $19.95 a month. Call us today to discuss our bundling options. 606-478-9100. With Microtech, security is a family matter.
Welcome back to Belfry High School Pike County Bowl night number 1, and East Ridge up 16-0 and set to kick it away, Larry. And an onside kick, it is not, well, it's still rolling.
It's still rolling, but it ain't
didn't let it go the 10 yards.
Yeah, well, it only went 4, so it was rolling towards the sideline. It wasn't going to make the 10 anyway, so kind of backfired a little bit on East Ridge on that, and now they've got a flag thrown on the field.
Is that a penalty not kicking it 10 yards? Or touching it before it goes 10 yards?
Illegal procedure he gave on East Ridge, and they declined it. So East Ridge returning the favor of Phelps. Phelps gave them excellent field position at the 38, I think it was, early in the first quarter, and now Phelps will take over on East Ridge 44-yard line.
You know, Phelps has had
you can just about call that a shank, right?
Yeah, that's a shank.
Clevenger in the shotgun, and he hands it off. That's number 4, Turnmeyer. He cuts it back and still scrambling, but finally goes down after picking up maybe 3. A lot of running for 3 yards, Charlie.
Yeah, he cut back inside, and he probably should have cut it straight up the field then, and then he kept coming back across the middle and ran into traffic.
Well, I pretty well sure that Coach Jones has been working with his running backs on the cutback. So, because pretty well on the smaller backs, just about everyone they had, we've seen a cutback.
Yep.
And here again is Turnmeyer, and he's got some room this time. He's down the sideline, and he's going to be tackled inside the 30 to the 26-yard line. So 1st and 10, and thought might have a horse collar on that, Charlie.
What we got there, let's see, where did he start at?
Started at the 44.
44?
Well, no, actually it was the 42 after
42?
that first play.
What we got?
16 yards.
16 yards, okay.
1st and 10 Phelps from the 26-yard line. So the Hornets are threatening now.
So Turnmeyer picked up a nice run there.
And here's coming to the left side. Nice cut up the middle and then hit flag down on the sideline to see as that Tyson White with the carry. If the play stands, he's going to pick up maybe a yard. It looks like it's in a area for a hold on the run. Let's see.
Maybe face mask. Well, I don't know. Nice holding. Yeah, you're right. I saw somebody reach up there and grab up under their chin there.
Yeah. They're wanting to know if East Ridge wants to back him up and makes it 1st and 20 or 2nd and 9.
Yep.
I'd think 1st and 20, especially that end of the field that they're on. And that's what they're going to do. So that's going to put the ball back to the 36-yard line. So Phelps, just like, well, he moved all the way back to the 38-yard line.
Well, is he from the point of the foul?
Yeah.
Okay. So it'll be 1st and...
Yeah, if it was behind the line of scrimmage, it's from the point of the foul.
Yeah.
So it's going to be 1st and about 22. And here's Clevenger. He fakes handoff, and then he cuts it up the middle, gets some nice yardage back as he's inside the 35 to the 34.
4 yards.
Pick up a 4. Can't get it all back at one time, and you're down on this end of the field. It's going to be forward down territory.
Absolutely. I'm not sure. I think it was broken play there. I think he missed the handoff.
He's in the shotgun, one back in the backfield. And here again, he hands it off to Turnmeyer around the right side. He turns it up. Nice pursuit that time by Eastridge. Turnmeyer gets up to the 30, so he's going to pick up another 4. But that's still going to leave it 3rd and 14 for the first down.
I'll tell you now, Turnmeyer really started to get on track out there and trying to. He looked like he's about ready to turn it up the field on him.
Look for him to run a reverse off that play. Now they've run him to that right side out of this left-hand slot 3 times, and they've got a slot in the other side, so they could fake it and give it to come back to misdirection.
Yeah, well, and that way we run him back to the wide side. Nope, gonna throw it.
Going to throw it across the middle, and it's incomplete. Tried to thread the needle and get it into Christian Mounts, but it's incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th.
After completing his first 4 passes, Clevenger now has missed 3 in a row.
4th and 14, ball on the 30-yard line of East Ridge.
Yeah.
We've got 7:29 left here in this first half. East Ridge up 16-0. Those 16 points all belonging to Brody Johnson. He's got both touchdowns and both 2-point conversions. Phelps in spread this time. Got twins left and right. Clevenger back looking to throw, still looking. He's going to pull it down and run, and he's not going to be able to get it. He gets down to the 22-yard line. And where's the flag at?
Back at the 30.
Oh, okay, I see it now. The player was in the way.
Be a gain of about 4 if it stands, I guess, won't it? No, it ain't going to stand. Nobody's even marking the ball.
Well, it's going to decline it because that'll be turning it over on downs. He got down to the 22-yard line, so has a pickup of 12, but he needed 14. So again, Phelps turns it over on downs to the East Ridge Warriors. Warriors would be taking it over at their own 22-yard line.
Yep. Clock down to 7:22 to go here in the first half. and it's been a half of opportunities really for East Ridge. They had the short field and then the one big play. Other than that, it's been pretty close. They played pretty even.
Well, the last time they had the ball, it's only 3 yards difference. They had on the 19, and Brody Johnson went 81 yards for the touchdown.
Yep.
And here he comes again, and he's coming down the right-hand side again. Flag coming in this time. He's still dancing. And finally pulled down at about the 32-yard line, but this one might not stand.
Yeah, that one's coming back.
Yeah. Already given the number over to the sideline who the foul was on, as the flag lays at the 24-yard line. So if it's a hold, it'll be 10 yards from spot of the flag. Well, maybe the 23, the way it looks like from here. Should back them up somewhere in the vicinity of the 13-yard line. Both teams now picking up some big penalties, Charlie. It's really hurting him. That makes 2 times that East Ridge has had a nice run called back by a penalty, and Phelps was moving the ball and then got the 10-yard penalty a while ago and stalled their drive.
I wish I didn't keep penalties tonight. I should have, because it may be a big factor in this game before it's over.
Has been so far. East Ridge 1st and 10 now, or excuse me, 1st and 18. And going nowhere, that's number, is that 45?
Hess, yeah.
Yeah, Hess.
And he's going to lose a couple yards there.
He's going to be tackled back to the 11-yard line. You're right. He's going to lose 2 more yards. So now it is 2nd and 21, looks like. First game on the Friday night of the 32nd Annual Pike County Bowl. East Ridge and Phelps doing battle. East Ridge had the best of it so far, up 16-0. They have the ball on their own 11-yard line. And we have a timeout, so we'll stay right here with it. And Charlie, let everybody know who these fine folks was that made this possible for us tonight.
Well, tonight we've got TNR Market, Hornets Restaurant, Solid Rock, Mountain Vapors, Save-A-Lot, Community Trust Bank, Appalachian Wireless, Attorney John Earl Hunt, Intermountain Cable, Coalfields Telephone, Microtech Internet, is at Mingo Pike Radiology. And thank those fine folks for letting us bring this ball game to you here tonight. And some of them will be with us all weekend, as we'll be here for tonight. The second game night will be Lexington Tates Creek and Belfry. And then tomorrow night we'll be going over to Pikeville. It'll be Pike Central and Shelby Valley in the opening game. And Letcher County Central will be visiting the Pikeville Panthers in the second game.
Right. And Charlie, probably the first, I don't know if it's the first time. It's first time in a long time. On a Friday night and a Saturday night, we have a defending state champion playing.
Yeah, very seldom I don't know we've ever had 2 defending state champions in the Pike County Bowl, but we've got 2 of them this year.
We have Belfry tonight, and then of course Pikeville tomorrow night. As we're about ready to get back to play, as Phelps is at the line of scrimmage. Taylor, he's under center. And he's got a reverse in the backfield. That's number 7, Ward, with it. And he's still on the move. And he's finally brought down out about the 29-yard line. So nice run, but he's going to have to pick up 22. And he's only going to end up getting about 19 of them, looks like, Charlie.
And that was, which one was that? Was that Adkins?
No, Ward.
Ward.
Number 7. Braden
Ward, yeah. So he had, how many do you have, 17?
19.
19, okay, I got you.
So, well, that was third down. I'm sorry, because they had the penalty to back them up the other down. So, very makeable down here now. 3rd and 3. Hess single back in the backfield. Taylor's under center, and they're going to pitch back, and guess who? That's Brody Johnson, and he's hemmed up in the backfield, and he's still dancing, and the flag comes rolling in. He's still going to get up close to the first down. They had him hemmed up for about a 5-yard loss, but this could be a hold, Charlie. Yeah. When you're dancing and a juking and running back and forth, it's hard for those linemen to stay on their blocks.
Block in the back, yep.
Yep. You got to take that one because he was close to the first down.
I think he's going to be about a yard short. Looks like they're standing just shy of the 31-yard line. He had to get to the 32.
Well, they're going to mark it from the 32.
Well, that's the point of the foul, though.
Oh,
Right?
okay.
Yeah.
So it's going to bring up 3rd and 10, actually. Ball placed at the 22. Got to get to the 32 for the first down.
That's a no play.
Exactly. Phelps got slots left and right. Hess in the backfield. Taylor under center. And he's rolling to throw, and across the middle, got a man wide open, and he drops it. And we got to give him a little bit of sympathy here, as that pass was thrown behind him a little bit. Corey Justice, but he was wide open. Should catch that one, got both hands on it, Charlie.
And I believe that's the first. Was that the first pass by Eastridge tonight?
I think it is. So that's going to bring up 4th and 10, so Eastridge will be forced to punt. Braden Ward will do the punting duties. We've got number 4, Brandon Turnmeyer, and can't tell who that is on the other side. Can you tell, Charlie? Might be Mount.
Might be Mounts. That's what I'm wondering. Built like him.
And we got a flag on the snap, play blown dead, illegal procedure on
yeah,
Phelps.
that's number 8 Mounts.
Excuse me, on Eastridge, so they'll back them up 5 more. That'll put it back to the 17-yard line. Barring a penalty or a turnover, Phelps come out in excellent field position on this one. Matter of fact, most of the play here in the latter part of this second quarter has been played on this end of the field.
You're right.
Again, that's Ward waiting for the snap. He has it. And the punt's off. Nice high punt. And it's going to hit about the 48-yard line. Takes a great bounce for Eastridge. And
he has to field it.
Falling on it is Turnmeyer all the way back to the 25-yard line. Now they're going to say 24-yard line. So,
and Turnmeyer had no choice there. He touched that ball as he went by him.
I understand what you're saying. He did tip it, and he just had to fall on it. So you got to run up and catch those.
That's one of those things. He was looking at the man coming at him and couldn't decide what he was going to do with the football. Got to keep your eyes on that ball if you're going to pull it in.
End up being a 56-yard punt.
Looks like we have a timeout on the field. 4:46 left here in the first half. We'll take a quick break and be right back on your Intermountain Sports Network.
Ooh la la, maybe go. Ooh la la, maybe go. Ooh la la. So what? That's just what I like. 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 That's just what I like.
Welcome back to the Pirate Stadium here, or actually it is the Cam Stadium here at Belfry, as we've got Pike County Bowl game number 1, 16-0 lead right now for Eastridge, but it'll be Phelps football as they have kicked it away. And what should have been great field position for Phelps took a great bounce for the Eastridge Warriors.
It did. The punt returner for Phelps didn't catch the ball, and it was snapped from the 17-yard line of Eastridge and bounced right by him, got a great roll on it all the way down to the 24-yard line, a 56-yard punt. So Phelps will have a 1st and 10.
Well, having those end-over-end punts look good.
And Clevenger, he's going to hand it off. That's Turnmeyer going down that right side. That play's gained some yardage as he's knocked out of bounds after picking up
30, yeah.
About 5. Looked like we're going to mark him at the 29, so a pick up of 5.
So that's 29 yards for Turnmeyer now on 5 carries.
That play has probably been their bread and butter play here in this first half.
Well, he's run it the last 3 times he's carried the ball. That's the play he's run. He's picked up 16, 4, and now 5. Like I say, though, that's going to leave that wide open for reverse any minute.
Right. They got slots left and right, wide receivers left and right. Single back in the backfield, and here's the snap, bobbled, and it's picked up. I think that's maybe Rife in the backfield picked it up and saved a turnover.
Let's see, I guess I don't know how to put that on my book, Larry.
Let's see.
Would that be a loss?
No, that was number 4, Turnmeyer, that was lined up as the running back. So, yeah, that'd be a loss for Turnmeyer. That's a run. He's going to lose 3. 3. They're going to mark him on the 31. Oh, excuse me, 26. I'll get it right here in a minute. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 8. Clevenger, he's rolling out and he's looking. He's going to lob it up and it could be picked. It is, as that is Kane Taylor picked, the quarterback, and he's down the sideline and knocked out of bounds inside the 15. They are a flag back laying on the ground at the 27-yard line. But that flag came out on the return. So you might have a
block.
Yeah, I think he
block below
signal
the waist, yep.
Block below the waist. Yep. So that'll be a 15-yarder from the spot of the foul. The flag's laying at about the 27-yard line.
So Phelps dodged the bullet right there.
It's going to end up almost as good as a punt.
Yep.
It should mark it back about the 42-yard line is where this one should end up at. They've not marked it off yet. I guess they're waiting for a football from the sideline. And now steps up.
And it's going to move it all the way back to the 42-yard line.
So East Ridge will take over 1st and 10 with 3:46 left here in this first half. They hold a 16-0 lead over the Phelps Hornets. Phelps breaks the huddle on the sideline. Their defense comes out on the field now.
We've got Eli King in at quarterback now, Larry, number 2.
Number 2, you're right. And he's under center. And he's going to hand it off. That's number 3. That's Brody Johnson. And he cuts it back to the outside. Phelps trying to bring him down. And he breaks loose, and he's going to go in for the touchdown.
That was impressive.
Phelps had 3 players on him, and Johnson just turned around and stiff-armed them off of him and takes it in for the touchdown. A 42-yard touchdown run added to his 81-yard touchdown run.
And I tell you, he took Christian Mounts, had him in almost in a headlock, and he just kind of just threw him back off the ground and just took off.
Turned around and stiff-armed him off of him. Great play and run that time by Brody Johnson, and Brody Johnson making a big bid for the John Earl Hunt IMC Player of the Game.
I tell you what, it ain't going to be hard right now, is it?
And they'll go for 2, and the quarterback's going to keep it, and he's going to go in for the touchdown. That's Eli King with the 2-point conversion. So with 3:33 left in the first half, 24-0. East Ridge over Phelps. We'll be back for the kickoff. This is your Intermountain Sports Network.
John Earl Hunt has over 30 years experience representing disabled people.
I'm John Earl Hunt, and I've dedicated my legal career to helping people who are unable to help themselves. If you're unable to work because your job shut down or because of physical or mental problems, please call me or come in and see me so that we can discuss your just legal options. I'll treat you right. I'll do the best I can to help you.
When life gets complicated, we all need ways to simplify. One way is to use eCare Online Bill Pay from Gearhart Communications. Sign up now and log into your account from anywhere with internet access. View current or past statements, pay your bill, sign up for TV everywhere, or set up automatic payments and know your account is always current. Keep life simple. Sign up to manage your account at Gearhart Communications today.
He scored his third touchdown. Cam Stadium, it is now 24-0, and let's see, Larry, number 3, Brody Johnson scored his third touchdown with 3:33 to play here in this first half, and it's all Eastridge on the scoreboard.
Yes, it is. And Eastridge drops back to kick it. That's Mickey Thompson. Reckon what kind of treads he's got on.
I don't know.
And he's going to kick it long this time as it hits and goes out of bounds. That'll be a penalty.
Well, they get it. They can take it at the 35, or is that the way it works in high school?
Take it at the 35. They can take it out of bounds, or they can make them re-kick.
So I'm going to move it out to the 35.
We say it's you take it at the 35, but actually you take it 25 yards from the point of the kick.
Well,
because if you have a penalty,
right,
offsides or something, mark it back. But 95% of the time, it's going to be at the 35. And we've got a timeout, Eastridge. We just come back from a break, so we just stay right here with it.
All right, we can talk about it a little bit. Brody Johnson, we got to talk a little bit about him. Like I said, putting a big bid on being the John Earl Hunt IMSM player of the game. He has scored 22 of the 24 points in this football game for the Eastridge Warriors. He's got 162 yards. His last two was, 81 and 42. So pretty nice runs. Let's see. He's only carried the ball 7 times. That's pretty productive right there,
That's getting it done, isn't it?
Yes, sir. That's toting the rock, as they say out there. And, but you got to give East, Phelps is trying. Clevenger's got 43 yards. Turnmeyer's got 26, that's very respectable in a half of football.
Well, they've had some penalties hurt them. They've had some drives, going and moving the ball, and just had some penalties to hurt them,
That's the John Earl Hunt attorney John Earl Hunt, Intermountain Sports Player of the Game.
You got to get all those.
That's right.
Titles and adjectives and all that in, don't we?
Absolutely. And here's Phelps with the football.
As they're at the line of scrimmage, that is Clevenger in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off to Turnmeyer again around that right side, and he's going to pick up, look like about 5 yards. Phelps Eastridge not able to figure that play out yet, and hits 3, 4, 5, and every now and then he'll break it for a long run off that same play. Just lines up in the slot formation on the left side and goes in motion and cuts it down the right side. Again, Turnmeyer in the slot on the left side. And this time, straight up the middle goes the quarterback. He has his helmet ripped off, so flag comes in. Might be a face mask on that,
Maybe.
You think?
Maybe. Especially if that other player's holding that helmet in his hand.
Right. And I think that's what happened. I think the Eastridge players wouldn't end up with a helmet.
That'll be the 15-yard variety.
Yes, personal foul. So that's going to be a first down, and that's going to move it inside the 50. Let's see, they're starting to mark it off from the 42. So
does that give him a gain of 1?
Yes. And once the helmet comes off in high school,
play stops.
Plays blown dead. Even if he's broke out in the open down the field on the sideline, if that helmet comes off, the play's dead right then. So Phelps will have it 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line of Eastridge, trying to get some points on board here in the first half as we're down to 2:43 left. Clevenger in the shotgun, and he hands it off to the single back in the backfield. That's Turnmeyer, and makes a knife cut. He's up the middle and driven down at the 25-yard line. So pickup of 13 and another first down to Phelps.
And that was close to a horse collar. It looked like he had him around the back of the helmet.
Tackled him up high, you're right. Made a nice cut in the hole, and we've seen that all night, those Phelps backs making that cutback on the runs. Twins left and right, single back in the backfield, and this time that's number 3, Rife with the carry, and he broke a lot of tackles, but he was running east and west instead of north and south, and ended up with maybe a gain of 1.
Yeah, that's what it looks like they're going to give him. Give him a little forward progress out to the 24-yard line. Bring up second down and 9 at 1:55 to go here in the half.
And I think, does it have the timeouts on the scoreboard? It does. See, Phelps got 2 timeouts left. Same formation, Twins left and right. And here's a keeper by Clevenger straight up the middle. He's got the first down, fighting inside the 10. And was that a flag come in?
I didn't see it, but it may be.
Oh, no, maybe not. Might have been something.
So I pick up a 14.
Well, they're going to mark him at the 9, looks like. So it's going to be first and goal from the 9-yard line. Nice run that time by Garrett Clevenger. He was under center and with that run. Now he's in the shotgun. And he's got it. He's going to hand off, and that's Rife. And Rife fights down to the 5-yard line, a nice 5-yard gain, or excuse me, 4-yard gain. Second and goal now from the 5. Clock ticking down to 1:10 left here in this first half. Deepest penetration of the night for the Phelps Hornets.
Definitely knocking on the door here, chancing that would give them some momentum.
Rife in the backfield with Clevenger in the shotgun, and Rife takes it up the middle. He's driving, but he's driven down about
2 or 3.
Looks 2 like or 3. Yeah. Maybe inside the 3, just inside the 3-yard line. So we've got a timeout. Phelps, 49 seconds left. We'll take a break and be right back. This is Intermountain Sports Network.
Hi everyone, we are so pleased you selected AirTies for your wall-to-wall Wi-Fi. Here's what we'll cover in the introductory AirSonic Selfie app session. Downloading the app, creating an account, labeling the APs, and introducing the main screens. Prior to using this app, please ensure the AirTies Mesh Wi-Fi network is already installed and that your mobile device connects to it. So let's get started. The first step is to download the app. If you're using an iPhone or an iPad as we are here, go to the App Store. For those of you on Android devices, you'll find the app in Google Play. Search for AirSonic Selfie and download it onto your mobile device. Opening the app takes you to the welcome screen where you will select Continue. After checking the terms box, click Continue and the app will prompt you to log in or create an account. As you haven't created an account yet, scroll down and select Don't Have an Account. On the Create an Account screen, enter your name, email address, and an 8 to 22 character password. After re-entering your password, click Continue. After entering your credentials, click Login, and click No Thanks when asked do you have any additional APs. The Selfie app will automatically discover your AirTies Wi-Fi devices and prompt you to label them based on their location. Select Continue after labeling each device. Unless you wish to change the existing Wi-Fi network name, select Skip. Changing it will require you to reconnect to the new network name. Your network is now ready. Click OK. On the dashboard screen, the first number under network activity shows data coming from the internet, or downstream, while the second number reflects the data going to the internet, or upstream. The data numbers are in megabits per second. Tapping below the numbers on the graph will open a new window, listing all devices in the home and their data usage. Clicking the AirTies device label on the dashboard screen enables you to edit the device label name, view the number of connected devices, and turn the device LEDs off or on. Selecting My Network takes you to a live color-coded network diagram of your Wi-Fi devices. Green indicates devices with strong Wi-Fi connections, yellow being okay, and red for any devices with a poor Wi-Fi signal. Clicking on the 3 bars in the upper left-hand corner opens more settings, which include Wi-Fi settings to change your password or to reset a forgotten password, and Guest Wi-Fi to easily set up a separate network for guests. We appreciate you watching today. For additional information, check us out on YouTube, Vimeo, and our AirSonics website.
And we're back here at Phelps. It's third and goal, and Clevenger in for the touchdown for the Phelps Hornets.
3-yard touchdown run.
So with 43.8 seconds left here in the first half, Phelps finally gets on the scoreboard. It's 24-6 as the Hornets line up for the 2-point conversion. Clevenger, is he their leading ground gainer?
9 carries, 67 yards in the touchdown.
I know he's had some good runs. As they line up for the 2-point conversion, they got slots left and right, wide receivers left and right, one back in the backfield. Here's Clevenger. He's looking to throw, and he's going to be taken down. And 2-point conversion, no good. So with 43.8 seconds left here in the first half, it's 24-6. East Ridge over Phelps. We'll be right back for the kickoff. This is Intermountain Sports Network.
This just in, August is turning out to be the hottest month in recorded history, and this time it's not due to dog days. The cause for this phenomena is Appalachian Wireless, as they are slashing all normal contract pricing by 50% all this month when you sign up for service. This includes the LG V10, the Samsung GS7, and yes folks, even the 64 and 128 gig model smartphones. Back to school time has never been hotter. Better service, bigger savings. Serving you for the last 25 years at Appalachian Wireless.
Welcome back to Cam Stadium here. Got night number 1 of the Pike County Bowl. It is now 24-6. East Ridge is Phelps able to take it into the end zone late in this first quarter. We've got 43.8 seconds left, and Phelps set to kick it away, Larry.
And I'm trying to get the number of the kicker. I can't see him exactly. I think it's 71 maybe. See if I can get it. As he kicks it off, and it's taken at about the 22-yard line. And that's Johnson, and he's loose up the sidelines at the 50, the 40. He cuts back in, and they drag him down.
I think, is that Johnson? I thought it was Braden Ward.
Nope.
Nope, it's Johnson.
Number 3. So East Ridge with excellent field position. They're going to start at about the 38-yard line of Phelps. 34 seconds left. East Ridge has no timeouts left. Johnson's had a big first half.
Yeah, not including the kickoff for 62 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 extra points.
Right. He's probably over 200 total yards if you count his punt returns and kickoff returns. And let's see, that's number 2, King, still at the quarterback position. Taylor started. And King's in the shotgun. He takes it. Rolling to his left, looking to throw. He throws out, and is it a catch?
Yep.
And it is. That's by number 12. That's Corey Justice with the catch. And where are they going to mark it at, Charlie? Looks like about the 33-yard line, so he's going to pick up 5.
Who was it on the catch?
Corey Justice. And East Ridge spikes the ball. The clock didn't stop running, I don't think, Charlie, on that play. Of course, it didn't supposed to stop running. The East Ridge players was pointing to the scoreboard like, you know, why the clock running, but never did go out of bounds, didn't get a first down, you don't stop it.
Spiked ball's incomplete pass.
Well, but they spiked it now.
Oh, okay.
But after they spiked it, you know, the quarterback and a couple of the players was looking at the scoreboard like, why is it running, you know? Didn't supposed to stop.
Oh, you're right.
But it was stopped at 10 seconds. They did have 6.7, but they have put 10 seconds back on it. So 10 seconds left, and maybe see a play into the end zone. Or you could just see Brody Johnson running it. King's in the shotgun. Johnson in the slot on the left side. And King's throwing it and throws it away. Incomplete pass. 4 seconds left, so that's going to bring up 4th and 5. So they'll definitely go for it and see this one maybe a Hail Mary into the end zone.
Maybe so. If he can get it off, Phelps has been bringing a good rush on him.
Had some good pressure on him that time. You're right. Oh, hook and lateral.
Yeah.
King, he gets his play going in from the sideline now, into the huddle. And let's see, Johnson's going to line up in the slot on the left. We've got slots left and right, wide receivers left and right. And here's Johnson in that reverse and had an initial hit. Flag comes down. Johnson still fighting. He's down. And probably going to be a hold, and that probably could be the last play of the first half.
And it will be.
And it will be. So at halftime, it's 24-6. East Ridge over Phelps. We'll send it back to the station. Be back shortly for second half action. This is Intermountain Sports Network.
Microtech Security and Gearhart Broadband are teaming up. You can now bundle a modern home security system and fast, reliable broadband internet. Protect what's important with 24/7 monitoring and keep connected with the broadband speeds your family needs. For a limited time, you'll also receive a free Z-Wave smart plug. That's right, free. A useful accessory that you can fully control within your Alula security app. Call us to get started at 1-800-264-1730 or online at microtechsecurity.com.
6. East Ridge over Phelps, and Charlie Penson's got some first half numbers for us.
Larry, we'll start off with the East Ridge Warriors. They were led by Brody Johnson with 162 yards on 7 carries, 3 touchdowns, and 2 extra points in the ball game. And let's see. Oh, okay. Tate's Creek making their way in. Couple of about 3 charter buses coming in over there for
3 charter buses with a police escort.
Yeah. Let's see, for East Ridge, 27 yards on 2 carries for Miles Adkins, 2 carries for 19 yards for Braden Ward. Hess had 4 carries for 11 yards. Taylor 1 carry, no gain on the play. King come in as the second quarterback. He did score the only other points of the ball game. He got the extra point conversion on a quarterback keeper. And let's see, passing wise, Taylor was 0 for 1. King was 0 for 2, or 1 for 2, I'm sorry. And that one was a 5-yard completion to Justice. 16 rushes, 129 yards in the first half, 1 pass reception for 5 yards, 19 total plays, 234 yards in the first half for the East Ridge Warriors. And for the Phelps Hornets, let's see, 9 carries and a touchdown for the quarterback Clevenger, 6 carries and 13 yards for Rife, 7 carries and 39 yards for Turnmeyer, 1 carry and 1 yard for White. Let's see, passing wise, it was Clevenger was 4 for 8. He completed his first 4 and missed 3 and an interception in the first half. New came in as the punter and threw 1 incompletion. And let's see, total yardage, 31 plays, 133 yards in the first half, 23 and 120 on the ground, 4 out of 8 passing for 18 yards for the Phelps Hornets. And we're just about ready for the second half kickoff, Larry.
Yes, we are, and it'll be the Hornets kicking off to East Ridge as East Ridge won the toss and deferred to the second half. Both teams on the field getting lined up. Officials back in position. We've got number 10, that would be Dylan New, set to kick off for the Hornets, and number 7, Braden Ward, number 3, Brody Johnson back deep for East Ridge. And New approaches the ball. He kicks it long, and it is going to go to Brody Johnson at the 19-yard line. Johnson straight up the middle, picking his way through traffic, still on his feet, and finally taken down about the 38-yard line. So
they're going to mark him at 39, Larry.
20-yard return. The East Ridge Warriors will take over 1st and 10, and now they're going to mark it back to the 38. Yeah. They do that all the time.
I don't know why we even
You have
try.
to wait till they put it on the ground to see, yeah.
We'll say in the vicinity the next time.
Right. And King is Eli King, still the quarterback for East Ridge. And Brody Johnson, he hands it off to him, and he's going to pick up about 5. Nice tackle that time by number 25, Lawrence Mayhorn of Phelps Hornets. Won't give him 6, they say.
And he started right where he left off here in the second half.
Warriors to the line of scrimmage. Slot to the right. 2 backs in the backfield. King under center and hit as he pitched. And don't know how he got that one away. Cameron Hess had to reach up over his head and take the ball out of the air. He turns it straight upfield and ends up picking up 2 yards. Gets to the 46-yard line, so it's going to be 3rd and a long 2.
Nice composure by King right there. As I say, he was going down as he pitched the ball.
He did. He got hit just as he was releasing the ball to Hess. Warriors really dodged the bullet that time. They got double slots this time. Now the one slot goes down into the tight end position. They're going to give it to Johnson. Back right side, he breaks through the line of scrimmage. Flag comes out, and he's inside the 50 down to the 43, but that could be a hold.
Yep.
Let's see if that one's going to come back.
That's in that vicinity anyway. And it will be on East Ridge.
And they're already marking it back. It's going to be spot of the foul is the 46, so it will go back to the 44-yard line on the East Ridge side of the 50-yard line. And he'll replay the down, and now it's going to be 3rd and 4. Had 3rd and 2, so didn't lose too much on that. Lost 2 yards on it, actually, but, they had a first down if the play stood. And here's King under center, gives Johnson, and he hands it back off to Ward down the left side. He's got the first down, still on his feet, and finally tackled about the 47-yard line. So nice run that time of 9 yards for Ward. And a first down East Ridge. That's what we thought Phelps was going to run off that play where they give the ball around the side so many times to Turnmeyer, but we haven't seen it yet.
Right. And, I do fully expect that. I'm sure that maybe the coaches up here in the booth saw that in the first half.
So it's 1st and 10 East Ridge as they will hand it off to Johnson, and he's straight up the middle, and he's going to pick up close to 5 yards, looks like. We'll mark him about the 42-yard line, so it's going to bring up 2nd, and we'll call it 5.
Brody Johnson has been the workhorse for him, 173 yards now on 9 carries in the ball game, all in to go along with the 3 touchdowns.
And we've got an official timeout. Johnson walked back to the official, and I think he had a snap on his chin strap that wouldn't snap. They've got that taken care of now. Start the clock, so we're back ready for play. East Ridge breaks the huddle. They got wideouts left and right, slots left and right. The big man Hess in the backfield behind the quarterback. And here again, Johnson coming to the right side. He's at 40, 35, 30, 25, and finally thrown out of bounds at about the 18-yard line. So
24 yards.
Nice run of 24 for Johnson. And, man, when he gets out on the outside, he's got some speed.
Yes, he does. He's taking up all my paper here. I got to start going down the side, keep up with yardage now. He's almost at 200 yards, 197 on 10 carries.
So East Ridge inside the red zone again, just inside the 19-yard line. Clock stops at 5:50 left, 3rd quarter, as Johnson was knocked out of bounds. Same formation. Double slots, wide receivers left and right, and they fake it to Johnson that time, give it to Hess up the middle. He's got a big run going. He's inside the 15 to the 13, but again, laundry on the field.
Yeah, I think the big lineman laid down on one and didn't get off, and I think it's going to be a holding call. Let's see if I'm correct.
Chop block.
Chop block, okay.
Yeah, I thought that might be what it was. Usually when it goes inside that line, of course, the play went up the middle too, so you can get that hold in there. But chop block, that's if you got two offensive, defensive linemen locked up and another man goes into his knees, that's illegal. So evidently that's what happened. So it's going to back East Ridge up to the 34-yard line now, and that's going to be. We look at the scoreboard and see what they got. They got 1st and 20, but it's a little further than 20, I think. And here's a run down the side.
Nice tackle.
Braden Ward, and a beautiful tackle one-on-one, that time by Seth Elkins. If Ward gets by Elkins, he could have made the sideline, maybe took it to the house, Charlie.
What are we looking at on the gain there, Larry? 3?
Yeah, I'll give him 3 on that one.
That's 31 for Ward on 4 carries here tonight.
And that makes it 2nd, and looks like about 17. King under center, and Johnson comes in motion. He got it to the right. Still on his feet. He's turned it upfield, got 2 men to beat, and he's driven out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. So that will be a 1st down. Warriors.
Where did that play start at?
It was at the 28.
So 28, so 23 yards?
23 yards, yes. So it's going to be 1st and goal Warriors from the Phelps 5-yard line as East Ridge leads this one 24-6. Clock stops at 7:57 in the 3rd quarter. Double slot, single back in the backfield, King under center. Johnson in motion and blown before. Yep. Must be a false start or offsides, one of the two. False start, I see indication, so that's going to back it up to the 10-yard line, and it's going to be 1st and goal from the 10 now. What's that makes 3 or 4 penalties this one drive here at East Ridge had, isn't it?
And they've been overcome them.
They have, a couple of big ones. Of course, when you got a weapon like Brody Johnson in the backfield running the ball the way he is tonight, you can overcome those penalties.
Yeah. 58 yards here in the 2nd half, in the 3rd quarter.
Double slots, Johnson, and they fake it to him and give it to Hess up the middle, and he's going to pick up 4, looks like. They're going to mark him at about the 6. Thought they was going to get Johnson there for a false start. He kindly moved out of his stance and hesitated and then went in motion. So 2nd and goal now from the 6-yard line for East Ridge Warriors. Trying to add to their lead. 24-6 as it stands right now. King under center. And this time he fakes it and ball on the ground, but Hess was able to fall on it. I think, no, they'll say Phelps come up with it. Big turnover that time by the Warriors as the Phelps Hornets defense stood their ground, came up with a turnover. Trying to, they faked the ball to Johnson, Charlie, on that sweep again and try to give it to Hess up the middle, and just a bad exchange.
Well, you know, that's 1 turnover now for each team as Phelps threw the interception in the 1st half, but now that still leaves Phelps deep in the hole here at the, the 8-yard line. We're going to spot it at?
8-yard line. But they'll take that instead of giving up 6 more points.
Yep.
As Clevenger, he's in the shotgun. He hands it off straight up the middle. That is Turnmeyer, I think. No, it's Rife. Peyton Rife, number 3 on the carry, and he gets out to the 11-yard line, pick up a 3. just try to get that first down, get yourself a little room when you're got it that deep in your end of the field.
You don't want to take a lot of chances, and the opposing team knows that, so they're going to load the box up quite a bit, it looks like.
Phelps has got twins out to the right, left, and also two out to the right, and a little flanker screen. It's complete, and out to the 15-yard line. I think that's number 4, Turnmeyer,
yeah.
And flag comes in, as Charlie said.
So will that count? Will that be a dead ball foul?
Not, if it's a horse collar, it's not, because that's on your tackle.
Okay,
live
so
ball.
then it won't be a play then.
Well, that could be an add-on from the end of the run.
Okay.
Let's see what they do. They started at the 15-yard line to see if they don't bring it out to the 30. Yep, that's an add-on at the end of the run. The pass brought him out to the 15, 4-yard gain, and then the 15-yard horse collar brought it to the 30. So moved them out from the shadow of their own goalpost. Now they got it first and 10 from the 30-yard line.
That was Turnmeyer on the catch, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Clevenger in the shotgun. He fakes the handoff, keeps himself, got a nice room on the right side. He's over the 35 out to about the 37-yard line, pickup of 7.
"74 yards now for Clevenger.
He's looked good running the ball tonight, he has. Second and 3. Could be a big turnaround in the game if Phelps can take and drive this one down and put it in the end zone, as they turned East Ridge over as they was about to score.
Right.
And here's a handoff at number 3, Rife with it. And he's going to get out close to the 39.
Give him 2.
They're going to give him 2 after the 39. He's got to cross the 40, so it's going to bring up 3rd and 1. Might look for Clevenger to keep this one. He's been pretty successful. You don't see it a lot of times with the quarterback, but most of his runs has been straight up the middle.
Right.
And he's under center, and he takes it, and that's where he's going, and he's got the first. He breaks loose, and he doesn't break the tackle. He's
one man to beat.
One man to beat. And he's going to take it in for the touchdown.
So it'd be a 62-yarder.
62-yard run by Clevenger. Needed 1 yard for the first down, 3rd and 1 up the middle, and bursts through the line, breaks a tackle, takes it to the house.
10 carries, 132 yards, and the 2 touchdowns for the Hornets right now.
And Charlie, what a turnaround this has been, as East Ridge up 24-6 at the time was ready to score, turned it over on their own 6-yard line, and Phelps takes it 94 yards to the score, 24-12 now as they go for the 2-point conversion. Five minutes exactly left here in the 3rd quarter. And don't know what the... Well, now I guess they blow it ready for play. Clevenger in the shotgun. Rife in the backfield with him. And Clevenger takes it, hesitates, and he's tackled. So the 2-point conversion's no good. So with 5 minutes left, 3rd quarter, it's 24-12. East Ridge over Phelps. We'll be back for the kickoff. This is your Intermountain Sports Network.
We are loaded with every touchdown from every game
to the end zone
every Sunday afternoon.
Wide open. open for the touchdown.
We were built for days like today.
It's 24-12 as Phelps takes a turnover from East Ridge, drives it 94 yards for the touchdown. They will kick off to the East Ridge Warriors. This is the 32nd annual Pike County Bowl. First game on Friday night. Immediately following this game, we'll have Belfry and Lexington Tates Creek, a rematch from last year's game. Has got a little bit of a hold-up for some reason on the field. Official making the kicker move his tee back. Now they move it back into place. So I'm not sure what the hold-up is here. Looks like they're moving all the players back behind the 35, but the kickoff's on the 40, so long as they're behind the 40, it should be a legal play. Number 10, Dylan New, is going to be doing the kickoff duties for Phelps. He's waiting for the whistle from the white hat. He gets it, and he kicks it off. Nice kick, goes down and fielded at the 19-yard line. And that is Johnson, and excuse me, that's number 7, Braden Ward, with the return. He gets it out to the 31-yard line, so East Ridge will start 1st and 10 from their own 31 as their lead has been cut to 12, 24-12. And it looks like Eli King will come out as the quarterback. Kane Taylor started the game for East Ridge. East Ridge comes out, got wideouts left and right, double slots. Big fullback Hess in the backfield. Here's Johnson, and tackle missed in the backfield. He cuts it upfield. He's still on the move. Breaks another tackle. He's down the sideline and still dancing, not out of bounds. Breaks free and finally caught from behind at the 20-yard line. What a run by Brody Johnson. They're going to mark him down at the 18-yard line, so from your own 31 to inside the red zone of Phelps in one play. A 51-yard run by Johnson. East Ridge breaks the huddle. Same formation, double slots. Hess in the backfield, King under center. And Johnson goes motion, but to give it to Hess, and he drives it down to the 15-yard line. That was the same play that they ran when they fumbled down here just a short while ago. This time, Hess is going to pick up 3 yards. And looks like we've got a player down for East Ridge. Number 53, Jake Overstreet, favoring an ankle, looks like. Well, could be a knee. Look like might be looking at his knee. So what time they attend to him, we'll take a break and send it back to the station. This is 24-12 East Ridge over Phelps. This is Intermountain Sports Network.
Hi everyone, we are so pleased you selected AirTies for your wall-to-wall Wi-Fi. Here's what we'll cover in the introductory AirSonic Selfie app session. Downloading the app, creating an account, labeling the APs, and introducing the main screens. Prior to using this app, please ensure the AirTies Mesh Wi-Fi network is already installed and that your mobile device connects to it. So let's get started. The first step is to download the app. If you're using an iPhone or an iPad as we are here, go to the App Store. For those of you on Android devices, you'll find the app in Google Play. Search for AirSonic Selfie and download it onto your mobile device. Opening the app takes you to the welcome screen where you will select Continue. After checking the Terms box, click Continue and the app will prompt you to log in or create an account. As you haven't created an account yet, scroll down and select Don't Have an Account. On the Create an Account screen, enter your name, email address, and an 8 to 22 character password. After re-entering your password, click Continue. After entering your credentials, click Login, and click No Thanks when asked do you have any additional APs. The Selfie app will automatically discover your AirTie's Wi-Fi devices and prompt you to label them based on their location. Select Continue after labeling each device. Unless you wish to change the existing Wi-Fi network name, select Skip. Changing it will require you to reconnect to the new network name. Your network is now ready. Click OK. On the dashboard screen, the first number under Network Activity shows data coming from the Internet, or downstream, while the second number reflects the data going to the Internet, or upstream. The data numbers are in megabits per second. Tapping below the numbers on the graph will open a new window, listing all devices in the home and their data usage. Clicking the AirTie's device label on the dashboard screen enables you to edit the device label name, view the number of connected devices, and turn the device LEDs off or on. Selecting My Network takes you to a live color-coded network diagram of your Wi-Fi devices. Green indicates devices with strong Wi-Fi connections, yellow being OK, and red for any devices with a poor Wi-Fi signal. Clicking on the 3 bars in the upper left-hand corner opens more settings which include Wi-Fi settings to change your password or to reset a forgotten password, and Guest Wi-Fi to easily set up a separate network for guests. We appreciate you watching today. For additional information, check us out on YouTube, Vimeo, and our AirSonics website.
Here at Microtech Security, we strive to provide peace of mind through a safer, smarter home backed by quality, reliable customer service.
We are a local company with local people that are here to serve your home and businesses with the top products in the security industry. We have monitoring services available starting as low as $19.95 a month. Call us today to discuss our bundling options. 606-478-9100. With Microtech, security is a family matter.
For Kentucky here, as the East Ridge Warriors threatening again, Larry, 3:47 to play here in the third quarter.
2nd and 7, and here's Johnson down the left-hand side this time. He's done most of his damage on the right side, and he's going to be stopped around the 10-yard line. They're going to place it right on the 10, so that's going to leave it 3rd and 2. Clock running with 3:25 left here, third quarter. East Ridge trying to extend their lead back out as Phelps has cut it in half. It's 24-12. Double slots, double wideouts each side. One man in the backfield, and here's Johnson coming on the sweep to the right, and he's going to turn the corner and just waltz into the end zone for his 4th touchdown of the night. Brody Johnson.
287 yards on 14 carries and 4 touchdowns.
287 yards.
I think Attorney John Earl Hunt and Intermountain Sports Network Award may have already been decided.
Yep. He's going to be packing the football home tonight.
He's going to get him a nice, pretty one to take home.
So East Ridge goes up 30-12. 2:59 left, third quarter. They'll try for the 2-point conversion. Got a tight formation this time, double slots. Big man Hess in the backfield, and they tried to do the double reverse and to Braden Ward, but it didn't work out for him as the ball was on the ground. So 2:59 left, 30-12. East Ridge on top. This is your Intermountain Sports Network.
Any home can be improved with better Wi-Fi. That's why Gearhart Broadband offers Plume Wi-Fi, a reliable signal throughout your home, enhanced by mobile app features. Call or click Gearhart Broadband to learn more.
And we're back here at Belfry as East Ridge set to kick off. Number 22, Mickey Thompson.
Wonder if he got radials on.
I don't know. That's what I say. What kind of treads he's got on. That's a nice kick. And take it at the 19-yard line. That's Seth Elkins with it. and up the right side, and he's going to be knocked down about the 31-yard line. Return of 12 yards, so Phelps, we'll see what they can do with it now as they'll take over 1st and 10, trailing 30-12.
It's going to be Phelps going to have to really do something to come back in. Looked like they were trying to make a comeback, and then Brody Johnson just puts the ball on, puts the team on his back, carries him down the field again.
Yeah, he took care of that himself. Had another big run. And Clevenger comes up to the line for Phelps. He's under center. And he takes it, hands it off into the backfield. That's number 4, Turnmeyer, and he's stuffed after 1 yard. Second down and 8. We'll give him 2, looks like, on it. As Phelps breaks the huddle, now comes to the line of scrimmage. Shotgun formation this time for Clevenger. He hands it off, and that's number 3, Rife. And he's going to be tackled after a yard gain. We'll bring up 3rd and 7. Ball at the 33-yard line of Phelps. .145 left here in the 3rd quarter. Clevenger takes the snap, looking to throw, throws it out, and it's complete, and it's going to be just maybe a little short, Charlie, as that's number 4, Turnmeyer with the catch. It's going to stop him at the 40. You need to get to the 41, so be a yard short. It'll be interesting to see what Coach David Jones does here.
Yeah,
I think you just go for it.
I think so.
You're down 30-12 and running out of time. The last time they had 3rd and 1, Clevenger went, what was it, 50-some yards up the middle or something. He takes it this time, goes to the outside, cuts it up. He's got the 1st down and out over the 45 to the 47-yard line.
Picks up about 5 yards on the play. Clevenger now with 137 yards on 11 carries for the Hornets.
Got picked up 7. They started on the 40, and they're marking him at the 47, so 1st down. Phelps, East Ridge was looking for him to come up the middle, and they stacked the middle up, and he just took it to the outside, found a crease, and just needed a yard, got 7. So 1st and 10 Hornets. Clevenger in the shotgun. Motion coming and going to hand it off to the motion man, and nothing doing as he's going to lose 2 yards. That's number 34, Tyson White.
See, they're going to spot him with a 2-yard loss, Larry.
Right. Going to mark him back to the 45. Bring up 2nd and 12. Phelps might know. Well, they'll have to get this play off here. There's 18 on the shot clock and 20 on the game clock. Or shot clock, listen at me. The play clock.
May look like that in this second game.
It might do it. And here's Clevenger. He throws it out. It looked like a lateral, but it's called, and nice gain. 1st down, cuts it inside. That's number 8, Christian Mounts. Beautiful pitch and catch, and Mount takes it down to the 34-yard line, so that's going to be a pickup 21 yards. Just needed about 8. No, they was 12, wasn't it? 1st and 12.
Yep.
Or 2nd 12, excuse me. So that brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter, 30-12, East Ridge on top. Phelps threatening. This is Intermountain Sports Network.
Gearhart Broadband knows the internet is evolving, taking new twists and turns. As we add our input, make our choices, and follow the light that connects us all. It's quite a journey, one to experience with the fastest speeds available. Contact Gearhart Broadband and connect to the internet speed that suits your journey. and enjoy the ride.
In fourth quarter action, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Hornets at the 34-yard line, Larry. They're moving the football again.
Yes, they are. They've moved the ball up and down the field tonight, but when they get down around the 30 or 25, they've had problems, had some drives to stall out, but they have moved the ball pretty well tonight. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line. Clevenger in the shotgun, this time. One back in the backfield. That's Rife next to him, and Clevenger, he's going to throw it to Rife. A little screen, and he's got some room at the 20, breaks a tackle, and inside the 20 to about the 17-yard line he goes, and that's going to be a pickup of 13 yards and a first down. Well-designed play that time as Clevenger rolled to his left like he was going to throw it and then turned around, threw back to the right as let the screen get set up.
It had a good blocking out in front of him. It was a nice looking play.
Yes, it was.
New look for the Hornets. They've been aggressive, still staying in the game late.
They have. 1st and 10 from the 17. Here's Clevenger. He keeps it and tries to take it up the middle, and he's going to be stopped for no gain. East Ridge was ready for that one. We're in the final quarter, 30-12, East Ridge with the lead. Phelps trying to cut into that lead. 2nd and 10, ball resting on the 17-yard line of East Ridge. Phelps breaks the huddle. Clevenger in the shotgun, Rife in the backfield with him. Twins left and right. He's looking to throw it. He's going to throw it out, and nice catch and nice move, and then the ball's on the ground, and
East Ridge say they have it. Let's see.
And it is East Ridge ball. As number 4, Brandon Turnmeyer had the catch and got it down to about the 13-yard line, but fighting for extra yardage, the ball was stripped and finally recovered back at the 18-yard line by the Warriors. So the Warriors stops the Hornets' drive. That's both teams now been stopped one time inside the other's red zone.
Yep. How many yards he had before he fumbled? 8?
No, 4 yards.
4, okay.
Yeah. So the Warriors will take it over 1st and 10 from their own 18-yard line. King under center. And ball on the ground, but it's picked up. That's Hess. That's a couple times that ball's been put on the ground on the exchange between the quarterback and 45 Cameron Hess. East Ridge comes to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. And King hands it off this time. That's number 7, Braden Ward, and he's going to get out to about the 23-yard line, looks like. Going to pick up 5. They're going to give him maybe 6 on that one. They're calling it 3rd and 4. Ball at the 24-yard line. East Ridge got 2 backs in the backfield. King under center. And here's a big run as this is Johnson. Across the 40, the 50, cuts it back inside, still fighting for yardage, and down at about the 45-yard line.
38 yards.
45-yard line of Phelps. Another big run by Brody Johnson. That puts him over 300 yards.
Oh, yeah, way over. That's about 38 yards is what I figured.
That's close enough. First and 10 from the Phelps 45.
322, Larry, on 15 carries.
322 yards. That's from the line of scrimmage carrying the ball, and he's had several punt and kickoff returns, nice returns. So,
right,
he's really been the main wheel in this East Ridge offense here, as East Ridge is going to call a timeout as they let the clock run down. So we'll take one ourselves. 30-12, East Ridge on top. 8:55 left in the ball game. This is Intermountain Sports Network.
We are loaded with every touchdown from every game
To the end zone.
every Sunday afternoon.
Wide open for the touchdown.
We were built for days like today.
Overhead Door, a garage door company that has been with your family from the beginning, through all the ups and downs of life. From the small repairs to making your vision a reality. Overhead Door, your trusted garage door expert since 1921. Be sure you're getting the genuine, the original overhead door service.
Welcome back to Ham Stadium, 30-12 now. 8:55, East Ridge with the lead, and they're moving the ball again, Larry.
Yes, they have. They got it 1st and 10 from Phelps' 45-yard line. As Johnson goes in motion, he takes it. He's over to 40, 35, cuts it back in. Now takes it back to the outside and chopped down finally by number 12, Seth Elkins.
16 more yards.
And he's inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Quite a runner, this Brody Johnson is.
338 yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 extra points, 16 carries.
And he expects to go to the end zone every time he gets the ball.
Oh,
You
absolutely.
can tell the way he runs.
He's not a bit ashamed of it either.
He don't want to run out of bounds. He takes him to the sideline, then he tries to cut it back. He's looking for more yards. And here's a handoff this time. That's number 10 carrying the ball, and he's got a big gain inside the 20 down close to the 15. That would be Zach Tackett, number 20.
Was that 20 or? That was 10, wasn't it? 10 is Michael Hamilton.
Oh, was it 10? Okay, I'm sorry. Michael Hamilton.
How many yards did he get there, Larry?
They was at 29.
So
let's see.
So 29, 13?
Yep. East Ridge, that's King under center. Hands off Johnson straight up the middle. I haven't seen him run up the middle much, and he's inside the 5 down to the 4-yard line.
So he was on the 14.
So that's 15 yards.
15 yards, yep.
And it's 1st and goal now from the 4-yard line. East Ridge with the 18-point lead, 30-12, and looking to salt this one away.
Yep.
King under center. Hess and Johnson in the backfield, and they gave it to Johnson, and they was ready for him that time. And matter of fact, they tackled him for a yard loss back to the 5.
And 352 yards is not going to hurt his average much.
No.
18 carries.
And I thought he was coming to the sideline, but he's just coming over close to the coach. Now he goes back to the huddle as also number 10, that's Michael Hamilton, comes into the game. 2nd and goal, ball resting on the 5-yard line. Number 2, Eli King under center. And here's Johnson going to motion. They give it to him, and nice play that time by number 20, Kinzer Dotson of Phelps, as he shoots the gap, looking for Johnson to carry the ball, and tackles him for a 5-yard loss back to the 10. So that's going to bring up 3rd and goal now from the 10-yard line, Charlie. We're going to have to fake it to Johnson, give it to somebody else. They're keying on Johnson now, which they well should.
Yep.
Might be a little late. Man got 325 yards to start keying on him.
Yeah, 351, actually.
Oh, 351. Well, don't want to slide him.
No.
And here is King looking to throw. He throwing into the end zone, and it's overthrown as he was trying to get it to number 12, Corey Justice. So it's going to bring up 4th and goal from the 10-yard line.
5:41 to play in the ball game. This one pretty much over as it's 30-12 right now. Eastridge with the big lead. Time not on the side of the Phelps Hornets here.
No, they're not. It's the first time we've seen Phelps this year under new head coach Dave. Help me out. I lost his name.
Jones, David
Jones.
Yeah,
David Jones.
you ever had one of them come in itself?
Yeah, too many names going through the head.
Senior moment, that's what it was.
You know, they've competed tonight.
They have, you know, exactly what we talked about earlier, as to see a different mindset out there. They're coming in expecting to be in ball games and still playing late in the game. And Larry, I want to thank these folks for bringing the action to you here tonight. Let's start with Mingo Pike Radiology, Microtech Internet Services, Coalfields Telephone, Intermountain Cable, Attorney John Earl Hunt, Appalachian Wireless, Community Trust Bank, Save a Lot, Mountain Vapor, Solid Rock, Hornets Restaurant, and T&R Market. Those fine folks bring you action here tonight. And for tonight's first game, then we'll have some more sponsors for the next game. And got a big weekend of football coming your way as we bring you Belfry and Lexington, Tates Creek here in the nightcap. And then tomorrow it will be Pike Central and Shelby Valley in the opener, and the nightcap over there in the final game of the Pike County Bowl will be Pikeville and Letcher County Central.
It will be wall-to-wall football.
And, you know, you Pike had a big win last night on a goal line stand over at Bluefield against the Rams of Bluefield College. So all kinds of football here in the mountains this weekend.
And in tonight's first game here, Charlie, we can be safe to say, I think, that the attorney John Earl Hunt, Intermountain Sports Network Player of the Game, is going to be Mr. Brody Johnson. As Eastridge back to the line of scrimmage, hits 4th and goal from the 10, and they're going to give it to Johnson. He's still fighting, cuts it up, and takes it in for his 5th touchdown of the night.
10 yards.
From 10 yard out. So right on cue, as we named him the player of the game, the next play he takes it into the end zone.
361 yards, 20 carries, and 5 touchdowns.
Yeah, 5 touchdowns.
5 touchdowns, and right now only 2 extra points.
Only 2?
Only 2.
And he's got a chance maybe to add to that, as that's what Eastridge is lining up for the 2-point conversion. 5:34 left in the ball game. Their lead extends out to 36-12 now. Eastridge comes to the line of scrimmage. And I don't see Johnson on the field. And they're going to hand it to number 8. Straight up the middle goes in C.J. Branham for the 2-point conversion. 5:34 left in the ball game. 38-12. Eastridge over Phelps. We'll send it back to the station. Be back for the kickoff this year in the Mountain Sports Network.
We are loaded with every touchdown from every game
To the end zone.
every Sunday afternoon.
Wide open for the touchdown.
We were built for days like today.
Yes, he is.
360.
And we've got Official come in and held up his hand to stop play, but now he backs back off to the sideline, so we're about ready to get started. Mickey Thompson with the kickoff. Nice kick, best kick of the night for him. Takes it at the 15-yard line, fumbled it, and finally is going to pick it up. As that was number 4 for Phelps. That's Turnmeyer. Never could get the handle on it. Had a chance for some yardage on the return, but he finally covers it at the 22-yard line. Phelps take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, they put a lot on him tonight too. Let's see, he's had 8 carries for 40 yards, and he's also caught some passes for him as well. Let's see, he's caught 3 passes as well. So he's been pretty much not the feature. I guess the feature runner so far has been the quarterback, Clever. He got 139 yards.
Yeah, he's looked good running the ball tonight. Looks good throwing it to start with, but he's had some incompletions here.
Well, he completed his first 4, missed 4, and then threw 4 completions.
Oh, okay.
So 8 out of 12 right now.
So you're saying he's going to miss his next 4? And here's going to be a long one down the field, and hits caught.
Nice catch. Good job. Mounts coming back to the ball.
Yeah. Christian Mounts underthrown just a little bit, but he's, like you said, he came back to it, caught it, and they're going to mark him at the 47-yard line. So that's a pickup of 31 yards on the throw.
That's 3 catches for 55 yards for him.
Phelps not giving up. They're still pushing the ball down the field. That's what you got to do. You know, Coach David Jones trying to build a program at Phelps. Got their new stadium. First time in 5 years they'll be able to play in front of their home crowd at home. So a lot of excitement over there in the Phelps football camp right now. And Clevenger under center. Had the I formation in the back, but he's rolling out to his left throw. He's going to pull it down now and run. And he's going to get the first down the sideline, still going, and finally goes out of bounds inside the 30 at the 28-yard line. So pickup of 19 yards for Clevenger on the run, and Phelps is in business down 2 plays at the 28-yard line of East Ridge. Boy, it's putting him up there in high numbers, isn't it?
158 yards.
Yeah. Phelps comes up to the line of scrimmage. King this time in the shotgun formation. 3 wide outs to the right. And they've been running a little, but there's a backside screen this time, and that's number 3, and he's going to take it in for the touchdown, Peyton Rife.
That's a 28-yard touchdown catch.
Yes, it is. Beautifully designed play that time. They had trips to the right, and Clevenger looked like he was going to go to that. They've run that flanker screen off that formation, and East Ridge defense kind of favored him that way, and he turned back to the left, and Rife was pretty well wide open.
Well, had 3 blockers in front of him in a little screen over there. What I really like is Phelps has really done a great job of selling out that screen pass to the opposite side, and then quarterback rolling back around and throwing it to the open man.
Exactly. So they'll go for 2. And Clevenger keeps it. He's looking, and he's going to be tackled. So the 2-point conversion fails with 4 minutes exactly left in the ball game. It's 30-18. East Ridge over Phelps. We'll take it back to the station. Be right back for the kickoff. This is Renner Mountain Sports Network.
Welcome back to Cam Stadium. It is 38-18 now. 4 minutes to play. Phelps probably set for an onside kick, Larry.
Yeah, I'd say that's a pretty good bet right now. And his little squib kick. Oh, man, I tell you.
He paid for. He held on to it.
And number 12, that's Corey Justice. Takes a little pop-up kick, but boy, did he pay for it.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I didn't get the number of the Phelps player. Did you get that number?
I didn't. Look like a bulldozer hit him, Mo.
Well, you can. They got a flag there, so I bet they're going to call
head-to-head.
Yeah, they're calling personal foul on Phelps. I thought they might have been calling catch interference. Because you got to give them 2 yards, but they called a personal foul. Must have been a head-to-head contact.
I don't know. I thought he just ran flat over him. I didn't see him lower his head, but I may be wrong.
Well, you didn't think that. He actually did run.
Oh, he did run through him. Yeah, there's no doubt about that. Yeah. But I didn't see the head-to-head myself. No. I'm not down there though.
That's right. We'll have to take it as what we got, but East Ridge going to turn it over on take over on the 45-yard line, 1st and 10. King goes under center, and he's going to hand it off. That's number 8, Mounts.
He lost the
and
football.
He loses the football, and Phelps comes up with it.
So what was that to be in, let's see, a 10, 15, 19-yard carry?
See where they're going to put him at. They're going to put him at the 26. So he started at the 45, right?
Yep.
Yep, you're right.
And
19 yards.
Who was it, number 8?
Yes.
First time he's been in, isn't it?
See, I don't have him on my list here. That's C.J. Branham, right?
Oh, he got the extra point.
He got the extra point, yes.
That's 2 fumbles now, 2 turnovers for each team.
And Phelps back on the field on offense. Had a nice drive the last time they had it. Here's Clevenger back to throw, and got a wounded duck. And that's going to be interference. Yeah. I thought I heard somebody in the crowd hard pull on that one. Looked like a wounded duck coming in the air, but it worked out pretty good for him because going to get past the interference. That'll be marked off from the original line of scrimmage.
You know, is it 10 yards automatic first down, or is it an automatic first down?
It's automatic first down, yeah.
I like the college and the pro rule of giving them the spot of the foul. But that's
right.
Because giving them the 10 yards is a benefit to the defense, I think.
Well, it's 15 now.
Is it 15?
Yeah,
okay.
It's 15 yards. Moves it out to the 41-yard line. Of course, it wouldn't have been too much difference from where the penalty was.
True.
Here's Clevenger, and here's that little backside screen again. And is this Rife with it? It is, and he's got a first down, and he's inside East Ridge territory at the 43-yard line.
16 yards, I believe, Larry.
You're right. That's the play that Rife scored on the last drive that Phelps had.
Right. Rife's got 54 yards on 4 catches now.
Phelps back to the line of scrimmage, got trips to the right, single wide out to the left.
Timeout. East Ridge Warriors, 3:18 to play in the ball game. It's 38-18 East Ridge on the Intermountain Sports Network.
Hi everyone, we are so pleased you selected AirTies for your wall-to-wall Wi-Fi. Here's what we'll cover in the introductory AirSonic Selfie app session. Downloading the app, creating an account, labeling the APs, and introducing the main screens. Prior to using this app, please ensure the AirTies Mesh Wi-Fi network is already installed and that your mobile device connects to it. So let's get started. The first step is to download the app. If you're using an iPhone or an iPad as we are here, go to the App Store. For those of you on Android devices, you'll find the app in Google Play. Search for AirSonic Selfie and download it onto your mobile device. Opening the app takes you to the welcome screen where you will select Continue. After checking the terms box, click Continue and the app will prompt you to log in or create an account. As you haven't created an account yet, scroll down and select Don't Have an Account. On the Create an Account screen, enter your name, email address, and an 8 to 22 character password. After re-entering your password, click Continue. After entering your credentials, click Login, and click No Thanks when asked do you have any additional APs. The Selfie app will automatically discover your AirTie's Wi-Fi devices and prompt you to label them based on their location. Select Continue after labeling each device. Unless you wish to change the existing Wi-Fi network name, select Skip. Changing it will require you to reconnect to the new network name. Your network is now ready. Click OK. On the dashboard screen, the first number under Network Activity shows data coming from the Internet, or downstream, while the second number reflects the data going to the Internet, or upstream. The data numbers are in megabits per second. Tapping below the numbers on the graph will open a new window, listing all devices in the home and their data usage. Clicking the AirTie's device label on the dashboard screen enables you to edit the device label name, view the number of connected devices, and turn the device LEDs off or on. Selecting My Network takes you to a live color-coded network diagram of your Wi-Fi devices. Green indicates devices with strong Wi-Fi connections, yellow being OK, and red for any devices with a poor Wi-Fi signal. Clicking on the 3 bars in the upper left-hand corner opens more settings which include Wi-Fi settings to change your password or to reset a forgotten password, and Guest Wi-Fi to easily set up a separate network for guests. We appreciate you watching today. For additional information, check us out on YouTube, Vimeo, and our AirSonics website.
We are loaded with every touchdown from every game
To the end zone!
every Sunday afternoon.
Wide open for the touchdown!
We were built for days like today.
Microtech Security and Gearhart Broadband are teaming up. You can now bundle a modern home security system and fast, reliable broadband internet. Protect what's important with 24/7 monitoring and keep connected with the broadband speeds your family needs. For a limited time, you'll also receive a free Z-Wave smart plug. That's right, free. A useful accessory that you can fully control within your Alula security app. Call us to get started at 1-800-264-1730 or online at microtechsecurity.com.
Here at Microtech Security, we strive to provide peace of mind through a safer, smarter home backed by quality, reliable customer service.
We are a local company with local people that are here to serve your home and businesses with the top products in the security industry. We have monitoring services available starting as low as $19.95 a month. Call us today to discuss our bundling options. 606-478-9100. With Microtech, security is a family matter.
Shabby, dilapidated, or just plain ugly? Does your garage door need a makeover? Overhead Door of Eastern Kentucky and Southern West Virginia can replace your door with a unique style designed specifically for your house. See how our exclusive styles can transform the look of your home at a lower cost than anyone around. And right now, buy a garage door and opener and receive a $200 rebate. Do you need a garage door makeover? Call Overhead Door for a garage door makeover. We'll come to you.
Welcome back to KM Stadium, and it looks like Eastridge, well, we got a whistle as we're back to play 3:19 to go in the ballgame, 38-18, and Phelps set to take the snap here. Don't know.
Well, the both teams are ready to play, but the officials wasn't.
Okay.
They hadn't blowed it ready for play yet, so now we're set. Clevenger with it. Quick pitch out. That's Mounts with it. Breaks the tackle at the 40, at the 30, 20, and where those things going to step out of bounds at the 24-yard line.
So let's see.
So that's going to be pickup of 19. 3:11 left as the clock stops. 38-18. Eastridge with the lead, but Phelps threatening to score again. Scored on the last drive, Charlie. Clevenger takes it. And now he's going to run a quarterback draw looking for a block, and he's not going to get it. Tries to get to the outside. He gets out of bounds, stops the clock, but it's going to be no gain.
No gain on the play. That's what it looks like.
Yeah. Done a smart thing getting out of bounds to stop the clock, but East Ridge had that one smelled out pretty good. Clock stops at 3:02.
3rd down and 10 coming up now for the Hornets.
Second.
That's second. Okay, sorry.
3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. And Clevenger looks, throws it, going to the end zone, and incomplete. Had number 34 down there, that's Tyson White. And number 1, the starting quarterback for East Ridge, that's Kane Taylor. Nice recovery that time, got in, just got a fingertip on it and knocked it away.
Well, White was wide open, and he kind of floated that ball up there. If it had been on the line, that'd have been 6 points.
You're right. That's what I say. He give Taylor enough time to recover and get over there from his pre-safety position to tip the ball away, so it brings up 3rd and 10 from the 24-yard line. And here is a fake, and again they're going to the end zone. And again, there's fight for the ball, and it's going to be incomplete. Good no call that time. Both players just fighting for the ball.
Looking for Mounts down there. Mounts has had a couple big catches for him.
Yes.
72 yards on 4 catches for Mounts.
Clevenger trying to put a little bit too much air under that ball, and it's floating on him right now instead of just driving it in there. So it's going to be 4th and 10 from the 24-yard line. Same formation for Phelps. 3 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. And got a flag over here on the side. I think he's going to call a false start, maybe. And that's what it's going to be. False start on Phelps, so that'll back them up 5 yards, make it 4th and 15 from the 29-yard line. They need a little more room to run that deep out.
Right.
Clevenger waiting for the snap. He takes it. And throwback screen. It's been a good play for him so far. Here's Rife. But East Ridge was ready for it that time. Rife gets down to the 17-yard line, but that was 4th and 15, so he's going to turn it over on downs as East Ridge will take over with 2:34 left in the ball game. East Ridge with the 38-18 lead. Just look for them to keep it on the ground, run this clock out, and get out of here with the victory.
Yep.
Nice crowd here tonight. Weather's cooled down. Had a hour delay on the start because of the heat index, but since the old sun set behind the mountains here on Pond Creek, it's cooled down. A beautiful evening right now for football.
Right, it has been.
Been able to turn the air conditioner off in the booth and open the windows and enjoy some of this nice weather as handoff straight up the middle. That's Brody Johnson, and he's still fighting. Gets out to the 40-yard line. So, Charlie, he's not done. 22-yard carry.
See, so
they're trying to get him to 400, ain't they? Or did they do it just then?
383.
383. And 5 touchdowns.
Yep.
That might be records for
maybe
East Ridge High School.
Maybe.
Clock running with 2:10 left here in the game. Outcome has been decided. Just a matter of the final score now. 38-18, East Ridge with the lead. And here's Johnson again across that right side. He's at the 40, 45, 50. And driven out of bounds as...
Is that 11 yards?
Well, let's see. 10. They're marking him right at the 50-yard line. That's where he had to get for the first down, so a gain of 10.
393.
7 more yards. That'd be something to give up 500 yards of offense. The defense does 400 of them to one man.
Yeah.
King comes in from the sideline with the play. Play clock down to 9 seconds. They'll have to hurry to get this one off. And they snap it with 2 seconds left, and the quarterback just takes the knee. So they look like thrown in the towel.
Yep.
Might have to run one more play as the clock hits ticking, hits down to 45 seconds. Officials start the play clock. Once they run this play, it'll be under 25 seconds. So this will be the last play of the night in the night's first game, unless we have a penalty. And looks like King's going to take a knee as the white hat steps up into the huddle next to him, and that's what he does. So don't have to run another play, folks.
Larry,
so,
let me run over some stats real quick for you here while we're getting ready to that break. Let's see, first for the Phelps Hornets, they were led by Clevenger with 14 carries, 158 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Turnmeyer had 8 carries for 40 yards. Rife had 9 carries for 19 yards, and White 1 for 1 yard. Rife did have 5 catches for 62 yards and a touchdown. 2 catches, 12 yards for White. 4 catches, 72 yards for Mounts. Turnmeyer 3 catches for 16 yards. Clevenger was, 10 of 16 for 1 interception, and 70, 146, 162 yards through the air. And quickly now for the East Ridge Warriors, Johnson, 22 carries, 393 yards, 5 touchdowns, 2 PATs. And Adkins had 2 carries for 23 yards. Ward 5 for 37, Hamilton 1 for 13, Branham 1 for 19, Justice had 1 reception for 5 yards. Taylor was 1 for 2 passing the ball. So that's the final stats here today. And I'm going to turn it back over to Mr. Larry.
All righty, thank you, Charlie. So that's going to wrap us up for tonight's first game as it's 38-18, East Ridge over Phelps. As we'll send it back to the station for a short break, and we'll be back for tonight's second game of the 32nd annual Pike County Bowl. That game will be between Lexington Tates Creek and the Belfry Pirates. So stay tuned. This is Union Mountain Sports Network.